Top story this half hour. For the second time in less than a week, Massachusetts Air National Guardsman Jack Texera expected in federal court.
Today's hearing at the Moakley Federal Courthouse in Boston will determine whether Texera will be sent home to Dighton or remain in custody. 12 News reporter Erica Ritchie is looking ahead to that hearing now.
Well, Kate, Pat, since 21-year-old Jack Texera was arrested in this dramatic fashion outside of his home in Dighton last Thursday, he's been in federal custody, held without bail. Today, a judge is expected to determine if that will remain the case going forward now. Texera is accused of leaking secret intelligence documents online in a chat room on a video game platform called Discord. The documents contain confidential details about U.S. support for the Ukrainian government in its war against Russia, along with other top national security issues. Since Texera's dramatic arrest last Thursday when the FBI swarmed his home in Dighton, the White House has been doing damage control both here at home and abroad.
Look, the president has taken this matter very seriously to the point where he asked the military to do a couple of things, the military and the intelligence community to do a couple of things, to run a high priority senior level interagency process focused on understanding what happened, take steps to further secure and limit distribution of sensitive information, and reach out directly to allies and partners to reassure them about our commitment to safeguarding intelligence.
And so coming up next half hour, we're going to be taking a closer look at what those directives look like in practice. We're going to hear from the president himself and why he's chosen to strip Otis Air Force Base on Cape Cod of some of its duties. I'll see you right back here then. For now, live in studio, Erica Ritchie, 12 News.
So the fallout continues after a Dighton airman accused of leaking possibly hundreds of classified documents.
The Air Force announced yesterday it's stripping Otis Air Force Base on Cape Cod of its intelligence mission. 12 News reporter Erica Ritchie is live in studio. Erica, this is a highly unusual move.
Yeah, Kate, that's what a retired Air Force Lieutenant General told the Boston Globe. He said, quote, "It's not normal for a unit to lose its mission over one individual, no matter how egregious the behavior of that individual is." That's Jack Weinstein, a professor now at Boston University. He then went on to call the move completely appropriate. And it seems to be a move that the president supports as well, given what he said just a few days ago. Take a listen.
I've instructed the department to make sure that they get to the root of why he had access in the first place, number one, and number two, to focus extensively on the extent to which it all occurred.
Now, the Biden administration still has not given a clear answer on how many documents were leaked or what the motive might have been for disclosing them. News that the Cape Cod Air National Guard unit was being stripped of its intelligence mission came shortly after a Senate Appropriations Subcommittee hearing yesterday, where Air Force officials faced questions regarding 21-year-old Jack Texera's access to classified materials.
How do you have access to this information?
Chairman, he actually has, because of his duties, he has access to some aspects based on his job as a cyber administrator. He took advantage of that access.
There is a full court press going on about this. We're all disturbed about it, and we're working very, very hard to get to the bottom of it and take corrective actions.
Texera enlisted in the Air National Guard in 2019, 1 year before he graduated from Dighton Rehoboth Regional High School. Now, last week in court, we learned that he served as a cyber defense operations journeyman and received top security clearance in 2021. Later today, Texera is expected back in federal court in Boston for a detention hearing. We'll have more on that top of the hour on Fox Providence. For now, live in studio, Erica Ritchie, 12 News.